haven't unleashed my amazing prop yet.
Alright, so now the fan is off.
It's our biggest fan. And like most of our fans, it's fried and useless.
Haha. Alright, ladder.
Ooh, I've always wanted to be the creepy guy in the rafters at a concert.
It's usually Coach Z. Alright, so can we get past the giant
I'll
speaker?
never be able to pull that
No.
lever while the mega woofer's in the way.
But the mega woofer is tied to something. Let's go down. Alright. It is tied to this speaker cable. So can we untie the speaker cable?
That cable looks like it's the only thing keeping the mega woofer from crashing through the stage in a shower of sparks and flames. Of all the episodes to be caught without a sword, head shears, or nunchuck gun.
Well, maybe the lobster. It's
Here, lobby.
kind of sharp.
Kids, this may look like fun, but Strong Bad is a stunt driver on a closed course with a team of licensed crustacean wranglers backing him up. So remember, never put live buttered lobsters down your pants. Unless, you know, you got $5 riding on it. Then knock yourself out.
Alright. Should be sharp enough to cut a speaker cable, you'd think. Lobsters are pretty dangerous.
I wonder if these lobsters' claws are sharp enough to cut the cable. Guess not. I better... There you are. Uh-oh. Thought you could get away from me, did you? If you're like that, you're gonna love my stage prop.
Sure. Alright, well that'll do. Camera shift. Alright, here we go. Nothing between us and the... Let's run, please. Nothing between us and the crank. Let's go.
Alright, spectacle lovers. Feast your spectacles on the coolest stage prop ever deployed by Man Beast or Beast Man. Ta-da!
Whoa! Major stagecraft misfire!
Curse you, fog bats! Not to be confused with fog hat.
Oh no. What's the King of Town doing now?
Wow! Check out the King of Townsend.
Ha. Alright. So we need to get rid of the fog and the bats.
Go on, get out of here! Scram! Vamoose! Andale! Feed it! Oh, crap-tastic! How's the audience ever gonna see my show-stopping stage propping with all these bats and fog in front of it?
So we can't get off the stage. We don't really have anything that's gonna help us here. I don't know what happens.
I'll never hear you come out!
Not very much. There's nothing really else to grab but the lobster bucket.
The lobsters are all gone, but there's still a lot of butter left.
So, if you know your rock and roll tropes, biting the heads off live bats is apparently a rock and roll thing. But I'm not going to do that. But the King of Town will eat anything if it's got butter on it. Or probably if it doesn't have butter on it. But since they're in the fog, we are going to pour the butter in the fog machine.
Butter plus dry ice equals... Well, I'm no mathematician, but that sounds like the cool-dratic formula to me. Bleached buttered bats. Sounds like an appetizer at your neighborhood American bistro franchise. Did someone say bleached buttered bats?
This comes out of nowhere, really.
This is way grosser than when some kid's older brother just tells you about it.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you D-O-O.
So now we can show off our thing.
Whoa, my amazing stage prop drove you all so crazy that you accidentally carried the wrong guy off on your shoulders. That's cool. I'll just wait here until you realize that and come back for me. Man, between the recording session, the world tour, the fall from glory, the reunion tour, and the series of painful rabies shots, I almost forgot to pick up my fun machine from Bob's. Let the hot Babelian Odysseying finally commence. What the crippity crap? Bob's?
Could you keep it down? I'm working on the screenplay adaptation of my prize-winning articles that I never wrote.
Bob's totally ripped me off, man. Like, more than usual. The fun machine's just as broke as ever.
Aha!
What?
It's not broken. There's just a crusty wad of jalapeno cheese spray stuck in the cartridge. See?
So that's where you ran off to.
Rock and roll, baby.
So that is episode 3. A lot of animals harmed in the making of this one. The fish and the bats. I think the only animal that didn't get hurt was the traditional, well, I guess fish are traditional food, but the lobster was intended to be food and was not harmed, as far as I can tell. A few things left to do in extended play, including actually play the video game that we started.
You got to slide to the right, y'all bridesmaids.
But yeah. We got a manual page, costume item, and 3 musical moments to do. And that'll be it.
Whoa, I almost got nailed by a surface-to-air flying V.
Sounds pretty dangerous.
No, sounds. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo.
Okay, now. Okay.
Shut up, we're rolling.
This stick still has toilet paper on it.
I'm wanted outside of Brainblow City for undisclosed violations. If I go beyond this point, I could be shot on sight.
Take the shot! You got what you had coming to you, tofu!
Looks like we're gonna have to jump! Are you
Said it.
saving the load, saving the load?
So yeah, next episode they're finally making Dangeresque 3. Oh, wow. All the locations are available. And we're now a Nordic percussion lord. We have all the costume items, except the final one and the secret one. We have all the strong bad abuse, and we have all the expressions of affection. We need 3 musical moments and 1 collectible to find, and we have to beat a high score in Limousine. Hot Babylon Odyssey. I can show it off right now.
Alright, fun machine. Give me some of that sweet, long-delayed video game funk. Or metal, as the case may be. Bablians, your savior awaits.
And the controls are all there. Everything's pretty normal. It's kind of a clone of an old Defender game. We can shoot aliens. And we can rescue aliens.
In space,
And then
no one can hear you. Squeal!
there's our level. The levels get longer and harder. Because now there's things we can crash into. We don't want to do that. So, these Nebulon guys, they will try to pick up the babes instead of you. We don't lose anything for passing any over. We just don't gain points. We gain a little bit of points by killing the Nebulons. And we, I think, lose points if they take a babe away.
Ouch!
We lose a life if we run into a flying V. Which are these guitar-looking things? So you could conceivably just fly around and shoot Nebulons without picking up Bablians, but the Bablians are worth more points.
The power of rock compels you!
This may be my least favorite part of the entire Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People series, because the score we need to beat is 45,000 and it takes forever. So
Whoa, I think that one winked at me.
I'll probably be off screening it.
Bus, ladies.
As you get in higher levels, you get more points for stuff, but it also gets harder because now on top of these guys and the flying Vs, Mitch Overlord will show up to shoot back at us. There he is. He's worth points too.
Those flying Vs are everywhere, man.
But so yeah, we have to avoid crashing into everything. We get more points by picking up babes. And it's just very dangerous all around. So, if you want more points, you want to get to the higher levels, but if you want things to be safer, you basically want to stay at the lower levels, and you can kind of cheese the game by gaining more babes than you lose, kind of. Like you get more points. I think it's at level 2 you get 200 points maybe for gaining a babe, but at every level you lose 50 for losing a babe to the Nebulons. So if things get really hairy, there are smart bombs that you can use by pressing back. So you can kind of, I don't know. I don't know how I want to do this. Other than I don't really want to do it. Let's see how far I can get. I might just come back and off-screen it later.
The power of rock compels you! Keep your slimy alien paws off my Bablian groupie! Eat hot metal death, Nebulon!
How much do we lose here? Yeah, we only lose 50. But our number goes down too, so we can kind of... We can keep the total at a good number.
Oops.
Oops. Your score doesn't go down when you die. Just don't want to die too many times.
Those flying V's are everywhere, man! Whoa, I think that one winked at me. Oh, man!
And you crash into things too.
You
So it just
won
gets
this
really
battle,
dangerous.
groupie horde
Even at level
alien
3, it's
scum,
kind of
but the
difficult not to
war
run
will
into
be
things.
limousines.
So, yeah, it's difficult. I'm gonna come back and do that later. Let's go get the rest of the collectibles. What we want to do first is we want to head over to the club. One of the things that we could have gotten when we talked to Coach Z about after we broke up his act, and he said that Bubs loved him like a brother for the second last expression of affection. I think we can still get that here. I mean, we have it already, but if you didn't get it, you could get it here. The one you can't get is the one with the crazy shenanigans with the pictures and the coloring books and the hint system. So that's just awful. All right. So we have 2 albums, the 2 that we took and didn't return, and we have a turntable here.
Sweet holy mother of moly! It's the back cover of the limousine game, complete with an autographed photo of the real-life Bablian who was the model for the in-game Bablian.
So that's our last manual page. Pom Pom just gets mad at us for putting stuff on there. Hey, but we're gonna do it again. That one didn't count as a musical moment, but this one will, because it's the back side, the B side. I guess Pom Pom just didn't like. Oh, nope, he doesn't like this one either. It's not very techno, I guess. What about this one?
You got to slide to the right, y'all bridesmaids.
He gets angry at us right away, but we did get to hear something, so that's 2 more musical moments from those last 2, which means we only need 1 more. And we got the last collectible just now, the last manual page. So we need 1 more musical moment, which is, you're not going to believe this. Oh, I always do that. It is from Strong Side, and he is over here. So we just got to talk to him. He doesn't have a mouth. Maybe we won't lose his audio.
You know, the concert's over. You don't have to wear that jacket anymore.
Well, since there's already so much positive buzz about them, I decided I would just go ahead and start a band called Security myself. Listen to my first hit single. Security left, security left.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Alright, that's our last musical moment and our last collectible that we need outside of that video game. So, I guess there's nothing for it. I don't know how long this is going to take me. So I will
Alright,
probably...
Fun Machine, give me some of that sweet, long-delayed video game funk.
You're
Or
probably
metal,
not going to
case
see
maybe.
most of this.
Man,
I'm
things
assuming
I
this is
put
going to
up
take me
with
a
for
couple of
few minutes
hours to
entertainment.
actually get. Well, let's find out the hard way. just coming back in here for a second. I got to like 17,000 and my awesomeness level went up, so I wanted to show that off. Spiky Rock Deity is higher than it was before. We still got to get to 45,000, so there's still more to do, by which I mean more of playing this game. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes, I guess. Okay, so
You know, this game is actually pretty hard.
quite a while to do, but here we are, above 45,000 points, finally. So, oh gosh, let's see what that gets us. Yes, thank goodness. Oh, that's beautiful. So, the aspect ratio is a little weird. I'd probably played another game of it or something like that. I don't know, but in any case, it took me a very long time. This is 2 months later, and we got above 45,000. I wasn't playing for 2 months straight, but okay, so there we go. Finally, above 45,000 points in this awful game. I mean, it's fine if you like that kind of game, but I don't. I really don't. And that gave us the possibly rocked out highest achievement awesomeness level, and we got a t-shirt for doing that. And then all we need to do then is to get the very last thing is to do the same thing we do at the end of every episode. Ugh. Alright. Let's just do it. Oh, cows. Hi, cows. Hello, ladies. As a friend of mine used to say. Probably still does. A new limousine shirt. What does that look like? Come on, you can run. Run over to the cows. Great. Alright. Now, I remember from last time. We don't want to be wearing any of our costume items. We want to run off the end.
Ah!
We want to run off the end again.
Ah!
Maybe the audio is also screwing up. It's coming through my speakers when it's not supposed to be. Gosh, I don't know what's happening.
Whoa!
Well, if you're hearing the audio twice, I really apologize, but I didn't set up before I started
Looking good.
trying to beat the high score that I needed, and it's only going to be like 30 more seconds, so bleh.
Whoa!
There's our final t-shirt. Let's go check it out. Oh, it's the Queen Bee from the Wallace and Gromit Telltale games. Keep an eye out for that in the future, I suppose. Maybe. Alright. And that means we will see you in... because we already got the preview, so we will see you in... whatever the fourth one is. Dangerous 3. Bye.